Joyful, joyful Monday. Joyful, joyful Monday. It's your girl, Dr. Jamila Banks, and I'm going to be joined by my co host, Miss Frankie, world renowned life coach, grief life coach. And typically we do Monday Mindsets live on Instagram. But today we're having a problem, technical difficulties going on Instagram. Instagram does not want to be our friend this morning. So we are transitioning for today, going on Facebook Live. So I'm just waiting for my partner to join us. So come into the room. I am your holistic licensed marriage and family therapist, certified and specialized in trauma informed care, advanced grief management, anxiety management, mindfulness, meditation, DBT, all the acronyms you can think of. And I am partnered up with Frankie, and she is also a life coach, and she specializes in grief work and helping people move through their grief. And we partnered up this year for all year, I think, in fact, on Mondays, going live, and people have messaged us questions. And oh, she's saying she cannot connect on platforms, so we are having some technical difficulties, period. Today, tis a day. Well, the show must go on. So, since I am here live, I guess I will go ahead and do this Mindset Monday real quick, and then hopefully my partner and I can connect and follow up. And okay, she says she's gonna see if she can try to join. So, yes, today is August 4th, and the first question that was sent to us by someone anonymously. I'm halfway through the year, but I feel like I haven't made much progress towards my goals. How can I reset without feeling like I failed? All right, so our answer that we compiled is it's completely normal to reassess your direction monthly, every 3 months. Actually, every at the end of the week, you can reassess your direction. So mid-year is a good time for reassessment. Feeling behind doesn't mean that you failed. It often means you've grown, and now your goals may need to be relooked at and redefined. Progress isn't always linear, is it? It's not just a straight line to progress. So part of resilience and having a resilience mindset, mind over matter, is recognizing when to pivot, when to shift, instead of pushing through someone that or something that no longer aligns, or with someone that no longer aligns. Sometimes you have to pivot and readjust, and that takes being mindful and being thoughtful and sitting down with yourself and really reflecting on what's going on and what the trajectory of your life has been looking like. So your mindset tool to help with this is the reset and reframe journal prompt. Write about what goals still matter to you and why, what's changed in your life or mindset since January, and one small step you can take this week towards realignment. This tool fosters clarity and self-compassion while re-engaging your motivation. So once again, it's quite normal to get to a certain space in the middle of the year and look up and see, hey, I haven't got all my outcomes and goals reached. However, readjust, realign, pivot. Okay, let's see. Here is my partner, and see if I can this on my end on this app called Facebook. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. It says adding. Mm. Okay, so it says adding. So let's see if it's going to let her come into the room. Okay, so it says user connecting. So Let's see, but I definitely resonated with that question. And hopefully, that mindset tool, the reset and reframe journal prompt, helped. And one miss. So it says connection failed. So let me see if I can try it. So I'm going to try again. We are going to win this Monday. Mind over matter. No matter what it's looking like, we will push through, we will progress through. This is what resilience looks like. All right. And yes, I will carry on. So again, your mindset tool. What goals still matter to you? Write this down in your journal. And why? What's your whys? What are the goals and why? What's changed in your life or your mindset since January? And what's one small step you can take this week towards realignments? This tool, again, fosters your clarity and your self compassion while re engaging with your motivation. So, thank you for that question. And hopefully, the answer and the tip and tool resonated. Question number two: how can I stop comparing myself to others when everyone seems so much further ahead in life? Once again, perspective is everything. Just because it looks one way or it seems one way doesn't mean that's the way it is. However, comparison is definitely a trap and it disconnects you from your own personal journey. Often, when we compare behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, this antidote is also giving us an insight into their highs, not necessarily their lows. Most people aren't just posting their lows, so these are the highlights of people's lives. Remember that. The antidote is awareness and intention. Shift your focus from them back to you and what you value. Your own path is unique, made just for you. And fulfillment comes when you define what your own terms of success look like. Success is not the same for everyone. So define what it looks like for you, refocus on you, and then go after that. So here's a mindset tool: shift to self practice. Each time you catch yourself comparing yourself to others or what their journey may look like from the outside looking in, pause and ask yourself, what specifically am I admiring in this person? What is this showing me about what I want or value for self? What's one small action I can take for myself today? This simple three-step tool turns envy into insight. So when you're looking at others, look to see how you can learn, how you can grow, how it can help resharpen and redefine your own goals and outcomes. Don't look to compare and put yourself down for where other people are. You don't even know what their journey looks like to get there or look like to get there. So that is the mindset tool for that question. Hopefully that helps. Question number three, and I am missing my partner who usually piggybacks off of me, and we piggyback off of each other. But like she said, the show must carry on. Question number three that was sent to us: I often procrastinate even when I know something is good for me. How can I break this cycle? Once again, if you are recognizing that you have a cycle and pattern, the first thing is to give yourself grace. Awareness is key. Once you recognize it, you can do something about it. So clap it up for even recognizing that you have a pattern and habit that you want to work on. So once you identify that pattern and habit, then you can put these tools in place. So if you're recognizing that you have something that you want to work on, kudos to you. Answer: procrastination is usually a form of emotional avoidance, not necessarily laziness. It often stems from fear of failure or fear of success, fear of judgment or fear of being uncomfortable. The key isn't forcing productivity, but understanding the emotional blocks and creating compassion structures to move through them. So again, Look at yourself through compassionate eyes. See yourself on a path that's not just straight. It's a little bit windy. So sometimes you might have to give yourself a break to realign and readjust. So here's a mindset tool, the 5 minute momentum rule. Tell yourself, I'll just do 5 minutes of this. Set a timer on your phone and begin. Often, starting a project or starting something reduces the resistance to it and helps you build momentum. Over time, this practice retrains your brain to trust action over avoidance. This tool works because it's rooted in behavioral activation and reduces the fear response associated with starting. So, once again, if you notice that you're procrastinating on your workout plan or your eating healthy plan or writing that book or whatever it is that you want to do, tell yourself, I'm just going to knock out 5 minutes. Get your jump rope and start jumping 5 minutes. I'm just going to knock out 5 minutes. Write that first couple of sentences, and you might look up and have a chapter. Sometimes the anxiety is over starting. So take this habit and take this tool and just start. 5 minutes and see yourself building it up over time, and those habits will change over time. The last question is question number 4. How can I stay mentally strong when life feels uncertain or out of control? Answer. Uncertainty is a given in life. Hear me, hear me. Uncertainty is a given, meaning ish happens, life happens, people change, things go wrong. You cannot control every variable in life. What you can be certain of is ish happens and things change and things can go left and people go right and wrong. So uncertainty is guaranteed. However, feeling grounded is a skill that can be cultivated day by day. Mental strength doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or challenges or obstacles. It means facing it head on with tools, support, and a flexible mindset. What matters most is where you place your focus on what you can influence, what you can do, what you can control, not the things that are outside of your influence or your control and things you can do nothing about. Your mindset tool, the control circle. Draw two circles. The inner circle, things within your control, your response, your boundaries, your actions. Your outer circle, things outside of your control, other people's opinions, timing, outcomes. Spend time daily choosing one thing from the inner circle to act on. This reinforces a sense of calm and agency. So, again, there are things within our personal realm of control, things that you can work on and do something about. And then there are factors that are outside of you, outside your realm of control, variables that you cannot change, variables that you cannot do anything about. Every day is a day to check on those things and see, what can I leave over here, give to God, let go, let God, put in my bucket of things out of my control, and what's something over here that I can do some things about. And then I can pick an activity that I can do something about and work on that. And remember, you don't have to do hours. You can do that 5 minute thing, that other tool, and just start. Start from somewhere and do 5 minutes of it, and you'll see that you'll gain momentum to add more time, or you'll have more encouragement, continue to work on your goals. So that is our 4 questions for today. And that is the answers and the tips and tools. Hopefully that was helpful to anyone. Please share this out. Again, typically it is myself and my co-host, Miss Frankie. However, we were having technical difficulties this morning. Please follow me on Instagram, Dr. Period Jamila J. Banks. And then we should be back on Instagram Live next Monday for Your Mindset Matters, or we'll be here on Facebook, wherever we will be. Check us out, share the replay, leave me a comment. If you have questions in any area of mental health and wellness, any area that you want to elevate or you want to improve on for your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotions, your physical, message me, drop a message and we will answer your questions to the best of our ability and give you some hands on quality tips or tools that you can walk away and apply to your day. All right, well, this has been your Mindset Matters Momentum Monday. Mindset Matters with your girl, Dr. Jamila Banks. Hopefully, this was helpful. Have a great day in purpose and on purpose. Bye.